Pandemic has affected many students across India, and revised schedules across the board are being issued. And on this Sunday morning, we have a special guest. Before that, let me quickly introduce the team. The UPSC, or the Union Public Service Commission, on Friday released the revised schedule for UPSC Civil Services Preliminary Examinations 2020 on its official website, and they begin in October. And I have this morning Dr. Vikas, Divyakirti, who's the MD of Drishti IAS. He's an education expert, also a former civil servant. Dr. Divyakirti, good morning and thank you for speaking to Republic TV. COVID-19 has completely changed the way examinations are held, the way students look at examinations. Why don't you tell our viewers this morning, as we begin phase unlock, and the exams are scheduled for October, how is this examination in 2020 different from the rest post-COVID? Dr. Divyakirti.
Yeah, thanks for inviting. I think this is the first exam in which the students are not preparing for the exam in the institutes or in the colleges. And generally the group study pattern has been missing this time, and they'll be studying at their homes while staying safe. So that is the only difference. Otherwise, I still doubt that whether UPSC will be able to take the exam on 4th October or not, because that is only a presumption that the situations will be fine by then. We have to see in August and September if the situations are right or not. In the school examination, they can do this very well, that the students are supposed to go to the schools which are nearby. But for UPSC, all the candidates, there may be around 5 to 6 lakh candidates who are appearing for the exam. They are supposed to travel through cities and states. So if the containment zones are there still going on, I believe they will have to do something else. But yes, let's hope for 4th October. And the students are doing very well. I'm in touch of many students and they are preparing on their own, especially the ones who have completed their syllabus at least once. Now they are in revision mode and they're doing well.
Yeah, before we go across and take a few viewers who are calling in. In fact, many students also calling in. 1 million of them will be taking the examinations. 10,000 will get through the first stage. I want to ask you a question, Dr. Divyakirti, in terms of preparations. What are the different challenges and the feedback that you're getting from students, especially in the wake of the lockdown and the pandemic?
The basic challenge is the mindset. They have been trained to study in the classroom mode, and now when they are studying in the online mode, so they're taking some time to get their mindset changed. But once they happen to get into online mode after 5 to 6 days, I believe most of them feel that this is a better situation, and studying with their all comfort, they can revise the classes, they can Zoom the classes, they can stop the classes between. So gradually this is a shift in the work culture and also in the culture of education in our country. Like I have seen my staff members who are working with us on the magazine and notes, etc. Now, after having worked for 2 months in the work from home mode, they and we both are feeling that even after the pandemic, we would like to keep this thing on, work from home. So I believe when the things happen to be normal, most of the students would prefer to study online only instead of offline. So this is basically a mindset problem, and once they cross this bridge, they feel very happy and they enjoy studying at home. Especially if they have 2-3 friends with them, then I don't think there is any problem. They can have Zoom meetings, they can have Zoom classes, they can have even WhatsApp meetings with 2-3 students. And to the extent I know, most of the students have gradually shifted to this and they are now okay with this.
Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I would say that's a good sign, Dr. Divyakirti. But traditionally, and we saw what happened in Kota, especially with so many students who were stuck and they had to send back to their hometowns this time around. And I think we're getting in a lot of calls in our newsroom, so we'll try and connect a couple of them. I want to ask you this question: going forward, I mean, after what happened this time around, and do you see things change post COVID-19? I mean, what happened in Kota? Do you think people will be lesser dependent, students, I mean, will be lesser dependent on the traditional physical classroom model in preparations for the UPSC?
I think there will be two, three changes, especially Kota is a different thing, and we are talking about UPSC. I'm talking in the perspective of the UPSC right now. As far as the Kota students are concerned, they are the younger ones and they have to practice a lot. Their time matters and their speed matters. So they need physical classes as well as daily practice sessions. In UPSC, one has to write answers in the main examination, descriptive answers. So if the institutes like us are able to give them platforms in which they can write from their home and get them evaluated from us online on the online mode with ease, I think most of the students who are not able to come to Delhi or big cities, or even if they come because they don't have any choices. They would prefer to remain at their homes or where they work and manage the preparations. So, in my opinion, at least 50% of the students who have been habitual of studying in physical classrooms in UPSC mode, they would shift towards online coaching or studying by themselves. But in quota system, I think this shift will not be around 50%. Secondly, one quota will not remain, I believe. Many quotas will emerge now. Because the faculties of quota, someone was telling me that many of the groups are starting their own centers in small cities. So instead of having one quota in Rajasthan, we may see many quotas in many states now.
Okay, and I think we have our first viewer calling us in. KC Patak is calling us from Mumbai. Mr. Patak, go ahead. What's your question to Dr. Divyakirti? Mr. Patak. Okay, KC Patak, let me see if he's reconnected with us on the phone line. KC Patak, are you there? Okay, lost the phone line. Okay, we'll try. While we try and reconnect with our callers, Dr. Divyakirti, I want to ask you. You made a mention in the. Okay, I think KC Patak is back on the line. KC Patak, what's your question? Go ahead.
So my question is simply like this is my first attempt in 2020. Yeah. So good morning, both of you, sir, Niranjan sir and Vikas sir. So like as I'm preparing for UPSC 2020. So my first doubt is like it is very getting tough to streamline the preparation at this moment of time. Sir, so my question is like you are just repeating the things again. So the thing is, according to the current affairs is concerned, it is a plethora of information.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your question?
So exactly,
reduce your television audio and then ask your question, please. Otherwise, you'll keep.
Yes, sir. So my question is from Vikas.
Keep your TV on mute and then ask the question.
So how to manage the preparation regarding mains? Like it is still having the plenty of information. It is very tough to consolidate to write according to the examination demand. So what should be the exact strategy? That's my question, sir.
Your question is about prelims or mains?
Mains.
Mains. So as far as the mains is concerned, they are planning to have it in January. Maybe it can go even later. For the mains, a student residing in Mumbai, I think the best method of preparation would be you should have at least one or two websites with you. And on very good websites, maybe one of the websites we are also running that, Drishti IAS, you can have everything in a planned manner there. You can write your answers and get evaluated. You can get what is more important. And even when the main exam is going to come, before 60 or 70 days, you will have one program. I'm not talking about only my website. There are various websites. You can see any of them. They will be having paper-wise strategic preparations on the websites. So right now, for a student sitting in Mumbai, I think for the mains preparation of current affairs, going to one or two websites is the best method. Just follow them.
Okay, yeah. I hope that answered your question, Patak. Second viewer this morning is Jakal Yandeep. Jakal Yandeep from Jaipur. Jakal, go ahead and ask a question to Dr. Divyakirti.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Please.
Sir, many of the students, my friends, are from Jaipur, okay? They are studying in coaching centers in Jaipur. Now the coaching centers are closed, and the next month also the coaching centers are all closed in Jaipur or across India. So many people don't have smart laptops or internet connection. They have only smartphones. How they can prepare for UPSC preliminary examinations which will be conducted on October 4th? How they can prepare if they don't have a laptop or Wi-Fi connection, or they will only depend on coaching centers, and coaching centers are closed? How the students are prepared? How they can pass through this preliminary examination?
See, I'll answer your question in 2-3 points. First of all, the coaching institutes, most of the institutes had been working in offline mode because none of them could have planned for this pandemic. And when one has to shift from offline to online, it takes time because technology also needs some time. So I think within 1 to 2 months, all the major institutes will be having online platforms as smooth as their offline classroom setup. One. Secondly, those who are preparing for this year's examination, I mean in October examination of prelims, this time only those students will be appearing who have prepared for this for at least last 1 year. In my opinion, you should do only two things now. One is you can have some books for the practice of questions. In prelims, you are supposed not to write the answers, you are supposed just to mark the answers in the MCQs. So there are several books, including some books from our institute, from our publications, district publications, which have 10,000 questions for prelims practice only. So if you can practice the questions from any good book for prelims, that should be sufficient right now. Otherwise, there are many institutes which have their apps. In the apps, they have short-term courses, they have crash courses for prelims. You can choose them. And you must, if you don't have the laptop, that's not an issue. You can see all the classes on your smartphone. And in the smartphone, I think the test series option is also there. You can see the class and then you can go to the questions and you can mark the questions as you mark in the UPSC. The only difference is there you have to use pen and here you have to use your fingers. That's the only difference. So in my opinion, right now, if you are preparing for this year's exam, take 3 points in your approach. Number one, have some books of the questions of prelims practice. Number two, join an online test series from any good institute. Third, if you need some classes, there are some apps available. I will not name the apps. You can search on the Google itself. Take an app. And if you need to have the full course, you can take the full course. Otherwise, there are many apps which also provide segment-wise courses. So the segment in which you feel you are weak, you can choose that and attend the classes online itself through your smartphone.
Yeah. Well, I hope that answered your question. Brijesh is our next viewer calling us in from Pratapgarh in Uttar Pradesh. Brijesh, go ahead and ask your question.
Hello sir.
Hello, Brijesh. Please ask.
हाँ सर, सबसे पहले तो मैं बहुत बड़ा फैन हूँ आपका.
Thank you, Brijesh.
हाँ सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है सर कि अगर कोई स्टूडेंट है वो फुल डेडिकेशन के साथ जिस तरीके से क्लास में पढ़ता है, अगर वो ऐसे ही ऑनलाइन पढ़ता है तो उसके परफॉर्मेंस पे क्या असर पड़ेगा? क्योंकि आजकल बहुत सारे ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म हैं, तो क्या जरूरी है कि वो दिल्ली जाके क्लासेस में बैठ के वो पढ़ाई करे तभी वो सक्सेस होगा? ऐसा है?
देखिए ब्रजेश, मेरी राय इस मामले में ये है कि अगर स्टूडेंट सीरियस है तो ऑनलाइन मोड उसके लिए ऑफलाइन से बेहतर है। बस शर्त यह है कि ऑनलाइन जो भी आपने चूज किया है कोर्स अपना, उस कोर्स में उतना कंटेंट हो जितना ऑफलाइन में होता है। तो अगर ऑफलाइन में कोई पढ़ाता है टीचर और वही चीज ऑनलाइन में भी मिल रही है, तो सीरियस स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, जिनको क्लास में केवल पढ़ाई करनी है, जिनको दोस्ती से मतलब, अपने दोस्तों से बात करने से ज्यादा मतलब नहीं होता, उनके लिए डेफिनेटली ऑनलाइन बेटर है। क्योंकि एक तो वो 2-3 बार क्लास कर सकते हैं, रोक रोक के कर सकते हैं, प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं उसकी। तो आने वाले समय में आप देखेंगे कि बहुत बड़ी मात्रा में लोग अपने घरों या आसपास के इलाके में रह के तैयारी करेंगे। और मेरी सलाह ये है, ईमानदारी की सलाह ये है, कि शायद अब आपको दिल्ली या बड़े सेंटर से जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि इन 3-4 महीने में इतनी क्रांति हो जाएगी इस सेक्टर में, यूपीएससी के इंस्टीट्यूट्स में। जैसे हम भी इसके लिए लगातार काम कर रहे हैं, और हम ऑलमोस्ट श्योर हैं कि आज से 1-2 महीने बाद हम आपको 95% से ज्यादा वो सुविधाएं ऑनलाइन मोड में देंगे, फोन पे देंगे, जिसके लिए कोई बच्चा दिल्ली आता था हमारे पास। ये मेरे ख्याल बाकी लोग भी करेंगे। तो मेरी राय आजकल ये है कि जो बच्चे दिल्ली आने में जरा भी दिक्कत महसूस करते हैं, बिल्कुल ना आए। और दिल्ली अगर आने का शौक है तो अलग बात है, वरना जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। अब से आप घर पे रह के तैयारी कर सकते हैं।
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन और है।
हाँ हाँ, बोलिए।
Okay, I think he has a follow-up question. You want to have? Okay, go ahead. You have a follow-up question?
ओके सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि
Okay.
क्योंकि मैं हिंदी मीडियम का छात्र हूँ और हमेशा से रहा हूँ, तो बहुत सारे दोस्त ये रूमर फैला के रखे हैं कि हिंदी मीडियम में उतना ज़्यादा सिलेक्शन नहीं होता है। बट मैं बहुत सारे दृष्टि के इंटरव्यूज देखे हैं, तो उसमें देख के लगता है, इंटरव्यू जब तक देखता हूँ तब तक तो लगता है कि हाँ, हिंदी मीडियम वाले भी बहुत ज़्यादा आगे जा रहे हैं और सक्सेस हो रहे हैं। लेकिन जब रूमर सुनता हूँ कि इंग्लिश वाले को ज़्यादा नंबर मिलता है और वो उनका परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा होता है, तो एक तरीके से हीन भावना अंदर से जगती है। तो इस पे आप क्या राय देना चाहेंगे? मतलब मुझे डिमोरलाइजेशन से निकालिए प्लीज।
देखिए, इस पर ना मैं आपको फैक्ट्स सारे बता देता हूँ बहुत क्रिस्प तरीके से, संक्षेप में। नंबर 1, ये बात सही है कि रिजल्ट में हिंदी मीडियम का प्रोपोर्शन पहले से कम हुआ है, ये बात सही है। नंबर 2, इसका रीजन ये नहीं है कि यूपीएससी या भारत सरकार इसके लिए जानबूझ के कोई कोशिश कर रही है। जो एग्जाम का पैटर्न है, वो पैटर्न ऐसा है कि उसमें थोड़ा सा मतलब अंतराल आता है, थोड़ा सा गैप आ जाता है। लेकिन इसके बावजूद मैं ये बड़ा स्पष्ट रूप से कह रहा हूँ कि यदि हिंदी मीडियम का बच्चा, उसकी भाषा पे अच्छी पकड़ है, कंसेप्ट्स अच्छे हैं और उसने लिखने का खूब अभ्यास किया है, प्रैक्टिस की है, तो उसको एक अच्छा रैंक लाने में, ये हो सकता है कि वो पहले 5 रैंक में ना आ पाए, पहले 10 रैंक में ना आ पाए, ये हो सकता है। लेकिन अगर कोई बच्चा बहुत ठीक से मेहनत करेगा और उसमें लिखने की क्षमताएं अच्छी हैं, राइटिंग स्किल्स हैं, तो वो जरूर सिलेक्ट हो सकता है। इसमें कोई खास दिक्कत नहीं है। इसलिए जम के मेहनत कीजिए, और अगर आप में दम है तो आप सिलेक्ट हो जाएंगे, ये विश्वास रखिए।
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on this special broadcast, Dr. Divyakirti. I think a lot of students, and I take that point that you made in your first answer itself, that it's still a little early, because you don't know how things will turn out in July and August and September even. So let's wait and watch. And I think and I hope that a lot of students who are watching this, this broadcast helped them. Thank you, and it was good to speak to you, and we're happy that you took some calls as well. Taking a short break here on Republic TV. When we